So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Borussia Dortmund must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, nicely intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Shot, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! Front. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries to play it through. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Tries to pass it through. Rice. And this is Shevchenko. Vinicius Junior.
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Eze. Rice. Barcelona have it back and can go again. That looks a decent ball, and it's been played through. Deftly away, and reclaimed it in a trice. McAllister! And he's found the net! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game, and we raise ours. Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Hazard. Mbappe. McAllister. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hazard. And here's Mbappe. He'll try from distance! And he has kept it out somehow!
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And this is Shevchenko. Great chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Drive, determination, perhaps destiny.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy.
Drinking is only allowed in the area.
The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Borussia Dortmund are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. So straight into the second half. He's picked his way, tries a shot! Well taken goal. What remarkable Remarkable powers of recovery.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it?
He's going for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Looking for the run. Great vision. It's been shipped out wide. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That looks a good ball through. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, look at the space here. Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. And he's forced to go back. Rafinha has created one goal already. Pepe clears without hesitation. Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. Pepe tries to clear. Eze! And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. White is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior is onto this. Conte. Olise. Tries one from range. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's played through for him. Big chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! It is in their hands again. Could that be the decisive blow?
Oh, what a psychological boost. I don't think you can underestimate the change in psyche in both sides now. Even the smallest of changes in body language.
And Aubameyang! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
And it's Grimaldo. Good ball, good take. Hangs one in.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's made its way to him.
4 added
Great
minutes has been
defending,
indicated.
strong and determined. Mbappe! Hazard. There's the delivery. And he's there to clear it. Van Dijk. And that is as far as it goes. A
Please take this
statement win
opportunity to
on
pay
a
visit to our
crucial
official store
day.
win.
Borussia Dortmund get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Rice gets his final warning. He's having a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Massaro pinches it off him. Now it's Berbatov. And that could set him on his way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafinha. Oh, super. Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. And he's let fly. Off target by a whisker. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, that looks a decent ball, so no flag here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Borussia Dortmund have themselves a chance from the spot. Martinez to save this spot kick and his team. Wonderful save by Martinez. And that's definitely not his best. The ball has bounced loose now. Hakimi plays it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Oh, what a ball! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And no, that was never going to make it.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Takes a shot! Superb! Brought themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Number 22.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Belletti. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Berbatov. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's a really well-measured ball. Rafinha. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. That's a sharp pass. It's a nicely shaped ball. Tries a shot! McAllister, and that is a little undercooked. It's Raul! He's done very well to get to that.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Shot at goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And the shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Belletti cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Caceres. Marquinhos. He won't be happy with that one. Almost an hour gone. McAllister. Eze. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Raul, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Raul. He's found a way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's on it. Can he get away?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Roll! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Time for a change in personnel, so time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Nicely weighted ball. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's managed to get free. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And here's Drogba.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective, it lacks winner of... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Great chance!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Decent chance! Messi running. Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Mateus plays it short. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Borussia Dortmund so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Eto'o. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Eto'o. He's found the way through. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
They're up to 5 corners now. There's the header! Goal! Barcelona! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 13, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out.
Shoots! It's loose now. Takes the shot! Outstanding! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That has ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk. Tonali. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's burst through! And this is Eto'o. He's shifting through the gears here. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafinha. That is
There will be
good
3
alertness.
minutes added time.
Well timed, excellent interception. Balde is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Superb goal! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in...
And that is indeed the final act. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And a quick
Caution
reminder
certainly
today
not on
to
the
please
agenda
take
here,
all the
from both
bins
sides.
located
Well, I
by
think the
entrance
message from the
gates.
manager at
Thank you very
half-time will
much for
be
your
pretty simple,
cooperation.
Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He is through here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Messi. Araujo. And it's made its way to him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That could spell trouble. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And this is... And the shot! And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
McAllister looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. Xavi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 22, Eto'o. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13, Bale. Number 10, Messi.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Number 2, 11. Coming on the
Hakimi
field,
just loves to go
number
forward
14,
whenever he can.
Aurelio. Number 5.
He has found a way through.
Number 8. Pedro Neto.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Number
Oh,
11.
shooting chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The lightness of step. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Tries to pass it through. It's come to nothing. And it's been hooked away. What a throw in. Closing in on goal. Best! Couldn't squeeze it through. Marquinhos is there to clear. Not the most accurate pass. Short changes him with that pass. Eze. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Ferran Torres. Khan claims comfortably. he's going to be disappointed with that. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's a little off target. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's a key interception. Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, can they get him away? And it's played it. Oh, great leap! Oh, crossbar! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's got away from him. Barcelona have reclaimed it. De Gea clears.
There will be 1 minute added
Hakimi.
time.
Hakimi ventures forward. Eze's cross. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Borussia Dortmund finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Remove any cars parked on the
Well,
road
for me,
outside
Peter,
the
things
stadium.
have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Vitz knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of this?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Looking to play him in. He won't be happy with that one. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Can he finish? Well taken goal. Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Borussia Dortmund really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Diego
So
Forlan.
changes afoot here, and
Number
from both
13,
sides.
Raul.
Barcelona
Number
leading now.
15,
It's so often the case with goal scorers,
Number 9,
little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
coming on the field.
Now it's Berbatov.
Number 21,
Vitz.
Batistuta. Number 20,
Can't breathe a sigh of relief as he
Felipe
gets his hands on the ball.
Number 8, Beckham.
Borussia Dortmund
Number
really are
19,
going for it here, Peter.
Hazard.
Now it's just a matter of
Substitutions
sustaining
taking
the
place.
effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Threads one in.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Tonali. Borussia Dortmund are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Berbatov has been caught there, it's a foul.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Substitution.
Summerslide! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that's nice. A lot of space ahead of him.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Berbatov. Great ball. Chance, surely! Oh, good finish. They have stolen level at the last. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Substitution in progress.
All hands on deck for this one. Oh, good effort! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to...
It's Pele! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
So that goal then.
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, they could break here. Busquets. Can he get on the end of this? He might be in here! Great vision. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Right, Shevchenko. Busquets. Tries to pass it through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pele! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Rice. It's played through for him. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Hakimi getting on for a third of the way through the game. The ball has bounced loose now. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Hakimi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that is a little undercooked. Pirlo. Mohun Bagan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Zanetti.
Borussia Dortmund certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, played right into his path. Now it's Lewis. He's having a hit! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That's the end of the first 45. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Borussia Dortmund currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Remove any cars parked on the road.
It's been a
the
pretty
stadium.
tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Borussia Dortmund really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
McAllister. Busquets. That's a sharp pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Can he finish? Goal! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi.
So we have
Number
movement
9,
on both benches.
Suarez.
So that's two
Number
now
20,
without reply.
Pele.
There's a certain authoritativeness
22,
in everything they do
Mohamed
now.
Salah.
If they want to kill
Number
off this
6,
game, now's the time to get it done.
Coming on the field.
Vinicius Junior
Number
gets into a good
11,
position.
Johan Cruyff.
And he can
Number
thump it away.
17, Fernando Torres. Number 19.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning,
Number
so good
7,
from him.
And this is
Griezmann.
Torres.
Number
He's
8,
one-on-one. He's having a
Suarez.
shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.